Like I had too many fake friends and I paid the price. Now everybody getting left that they can't get right. I'm breaking every glass ceiling just to reach new heights. I'm like, la da dee, la da da, man, we ain't just come to party. La da dee, la da da, hey, so go and move your body, your body.
Yo, what is good? This is your boy PJ and DJP back again with another episode of the Real Ass Podcast. Make sure you tune into our Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube here. And if you are subscribed and you are watching this, or if you're not subscribed and you're watching it, that is effed up. But DJP, man, as I always ask, it's been a crazy week. At least I feel it's been a crazy week. My God, where were you at during the earthquake?
I was at home. I came out of the shower, boy. I was still wet.
No way you were in the shower.
I just came out the shower, boy. Listen, I seen the sun through the goddamn window. I was sat down on my little computer, and I just seen both screens shaking. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, just like.
And it took me like a second, like, oh, this is like an earthquake. But again, me being from Florida, that was like new to me.
So this is your first, because I've witnessed earthquakes through like my childhood all the way up to now. So like I still get scared and I know what they feel like, so I know what to expect. But like, give me a rundown of like your like first experience.
I went. By the time I realized what was going on, it was over.
Yeah.
But the cats were like, what the hell? I was like, oh, hell no.
And you got the animal reactions?
Yeah, I seen the cats. Okay. So then, obviously, I see people go outside. I'm like, am I supposed to be outside? They're like, come out. I'm like, okay, I ain't know. Like, it's a little earthquake.
Damn.
It happened so fast, but that was crazy, bro, just to even see that. So I don't know. How about you?
I just went in. You know how they always talk about the flight versus fight. You can't fight nature. So I ran out my house like so quick, bro. Like, and the crazy part was that like my wife and my dog, they were out. They were just going for a walk.
Yeah.
And I like my instinct, like I'm proud of myself because my first thing like was like, where's my wife? Where's my dog? You know.
Look at you, superhero.
No, because like I was just like. I always thought like, hey, if I know, if you ask me like, hey, if stuff goes down, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna grab my wife. Yeah. But like when it really comes down to it, when my body reacted in a certain way, so I was proud to know that my body reacted like instantly. I ran. I was like, Iman, where is he? There was no one home, so I was like, all right, cool.
You a man's man. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, my instant thing is just like I live in a two-story building, so if it collapsed, bro, like if you're downstairs, it's more dangerous than collapsing when you're upstairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was downstairs, dog.
Oh, bro. See,
but anyway, dog.
So many crazy things.
Today, we got a special guest. As lately, we've been bringing guests. We've been bringing a lot of guests out lately.
Hey, man, we on a roll.
So this is somebody, actually, this is a friend of a friend, somebody that we interviewed. You know what I'm talking about? James?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
So, it's a legend. So this is a friend of a friend of James. He actually does music. He saw the episode. He definitely showed us love, reached out to me. Said he wanted to really be on the podcast, so we brought him in. This man do make some music. I see this man all over IG. I'm not going to introduce himself, but he told me he had a mixtape coming out, and we'll get into that later. But go ahead and let everybody know who you are, bro, and then how can they call you by and all that, and all your information.
I'm coming out of Texas, shit, I did it on my own. Ay, think I'm Kevin Gates, where I need another phone. I was fucking on this bitch when the man was not at home. He like, yeah, he at the Grammy, shit, I guess we'll never know. Ay, I turn on a mic and I get up on my zone. Treat my dick like she might, and she beat it on the low.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's me, Deepside, the youngest in the city, man, coming up. You know, really young. I'm actually 21, so
I know, it's crazy.
I'm way younger than everybody I'm like working with, and it's pretty interesting. Straight out of Texas, man, San Angelo, Texas. Been in San Diego for 2 years and Baltimore and DC for 1 year. So
Baltimore?
Yeah. I used to live out there, bro.
And DC?
Yeah.
Damn,
that
dog.
was fun, bro.
Well, welcome to the pod. Welcome to the pod. I guess
excited to be here, man.
Yeah, dog. Hey, like I said, we're glad that you came through. Like I said, this man does music. Like I said, he told me he had a mixtape coming out. So real quick, we're just going to get into it. What's the name of this mixtape, bro?
It's called Deepside the Dawn.
Deepside the Dawn?
Yeah, Deepside the Dawn.
When could we expect this to drop?
In 3 days, April 18th.
3 days?
You ain't got to wait that long. Yeah.
so by the time this drop, you got to check out his mixtape. Where can we go find this at?
It's gonna be on everything, man. My record label, Westside Queens. We put it all together. Get it on Spotify, Apple Music, everything like that.
So you signed?
Yeah. No, I'm an independent. I just own shit.
All right, wait. So you said that you came from Texas. You said you've been in Baltimore, DC. All right. So how'd you get to San Diego?
Great. $1 million question.
$1 million question.
So when I was 18, me and my dad, we always had an agreement. it was really funny because like he told me this since I was like 8 years old. Like he said, "Oh well, if you don't go to college, then you gotta get out of my house."
Oh, my dad told me the same thing, dog. So
but he stood on business, bro. Like play that. He stood on business. So I was working at Texas Roadhouse back home.
Good fries.
It's amazing. It's amazing. The rolls, everything. So
it's Texas Roadhouse. I've never been there, but people hype it up so
you gotta
much.
go. It's in there's one in Chula Vista, I think.
I know that.
I'm about to try it out.
You gotta go check it out. Yeah, you gotta get the combo appetizer, the tater skins, the wings. It's mad good.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat before I came here, but low key, I was working there, and then my dad, we had this agreement, and so before I had to move out, it was like the summer. It was July, and so my dad started really putting pressure on me to move out because I had this girlfriend at the time, and like I was gonna move in with her, but then I was like. He had some stuff happen, and I was like, nah, like, I'm not going to move in with you. And then, so my dad, he started making me talk to recruiters in the military.
Oh, damn.
And, I ended up not wanting to, like, I never wanted to join the military at first. Like,
you like a military kid, though. Like, you like a type of person that could be.
I mean, I got the little jawline and everything. So I was doing that, and my dad he made me start talking to them. So I had to like give him like a list of things I started doing. I didn't even want to do it at first, but then I saw this job, and you could go take pictures for the military. Like I'm like a combat camera guy for like my normal job, and I ended up joining, and then that's how I got over on the East Coast in Baltimore and DC. So I lived in Fort Meade, so it was like right between DC and Baltimore. And then over there, like I started making music. I met like Meek Mill's people,
nice.
DJ Flow, everybody out there. I was doing music over there, and then before that I was doing music out here, just open mics and shit. And I've been doing music since I was like 14. So a lot of it I just used the military kind of to travel and do this. So it's been pretty sick being out here because this is like the prime place to be. I mean, San Diego it's smaller, but it's like. LA is right there too, so like I get some motion down here, and then I go up to LA, and it's been freaking awesome, bro. Like my life has just been super fun, super busy, but super fun.
It looked that way too, dog. It do look that way. So you said something about doing shows. So I was looking at your IG. Tell me about this Gaslamp Spring Break Fest thing.
Hey. Oh man. So that was my first ever event I ever threw.
Nice.
I partnered with one of my homies, El Wapo Baby. He
Wapo Baby. That's a crazy name.
Yeah, the handsome baby.
Yeah.
So I partnered with him to do that show. It was my first ever one. So I always wanted to throw like my own shows and stuff. I used to work with a promoter named TK Crazy back when I was like 18 before I joined the military, but he passed away.
Damn. All right.
So whenever I started doing them, I had like 2 years where I couldn't really do too much with music, and then I had to start basically all over whenever I moved to San Diego. So that's how I started doing the open mics and stuff, and it took me about a year to get to where I could like have a base to set up a show. And then I met Wapo after I got back from deployment. So I was in a combat deployment in the Middle East. So
so you did go to the military?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, okay.
Yeah, so I was over there in the Middle East for 6 months, and I got my combat action ribbon, some cool ribbons, some shooting some stuff, and then
try and downplay it.
Yeah.
This is all of his street cred right here.
You gotta say it subtly. So
I got you. I'm like, okay, I see you, dog.
So it's like adds credibility. But I was there, and then I came back, and then I tapped in with Wapo. I did the show. It was a New Year's celebration, so he had hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, bro, I like your music. Like, you want to come perform at this?" And I came and performed, but like I guess I just put in more work than all the other artists who were there. Like when it came to like promoting the shows, and then I was helping him get artists to like come perform at that show. So this Gaslamp Spring Break Fest, that kind of became like the sequel to that New Year's show. There was some things that we needed to kind of sort out and refine. So our team now is like pretty strong. We're throwing like a bunch of shows now. It's been a pretty dope experience.
I see. I got that one because I think y'all running that one back on the April 26th, right?
If you want to come, just let me know.
Oh, come on.
I gotta try something new.
What you mean?
I'll get y'all some VIP tickets.
I meant that. Listen, give me some little
hey, if you can put us in a section, bro. We don't need alcohol, bro. But I mean,
listen, I'll take general admission.
Shit, I'll get you in, bro. But just let me know.
But then you said it's your team. You said you got other events. So I see y'all got something called like Major Leagues. And
yeah. So that's another event that I'm doing. It's a hip hop competition. So I'm battling like one of my good friends named Hawk. So we're gonna be in there, it's like we're not like rap battling each other, but it's like we're doing like performance battles. Who has like the best set, and then they're gonna like judge it. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. Like hopefully I do pretty good. I don't know.
What's that show on Netflix? With Cardi B and them?
Oh, Rhythm and Flow.
Rhythm and Flow.
Yeah. So I love that show.
Well, I mean, just because you brought it up, I'm just because I feel like different rappers have different avenues that they can approach. So like you have like the battle rapper, you got like the like lyrical biblical rapper, you got like just like the Drake
hit makers,
type, the hit makers. So like
I'm a hit maker. I'm not really a battle rapper. I you know, like it could be cool to go and battle rap, but low key I just don't
skill set for that.
It's not even that I don't have the skill set.
I'm not saying that you don't, but you gotta have a certain type. You know?
I just don't like the negative like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like kill these motherfuckers, bro.
Like you're thinking, like, is he serious? This guy's really gonna kill me, or is he just words?
But like, it's like I don't like I like battle rap, but like low key, I got into hip hop through battle rap, and then it was like, nah, like
that's not my.
I got into some beefs like throughout the years, and I've just every time I've always been like, nah, like I just want to keep things positive with the music.
Like 8 Mile, Bill.
Yeah, I like the art of the music, so I really love like the craft and like how the music. So like my music is like I always try to make like that soundtrack to life. So like I just try to like do different kinds of music, like not just hip hop. Bro, I was in the studio like a couple of days ago. I was doing some like shit over like reggaeton beats. And,
you had a song I heard. It was like, so it sounded like some Bad Bunny type of stuff. You like Canelo. He do like Canelo. Show the camera.
Somebody
like Canelo.
Canelo look like Luka.
Canelo's younger brother.
Luka too. Oh, Luka Canelo. Yeah.
Let me ask the next question.
Yeah.
So just because like going to the styles and everything, and then I feel like maybe you can correct me or not, but at least just like in like the hip hop scene, you see a lot of rappers like the Big X the Plug. You got like OT Mexican OT. So like, do you feel like you're part of that movement that's coming up, or are you trying to separate your movement coming to San Diego, or what's up with that?
Man, like those guys are extremely talented, so it's hard to say, because it's like I switch lanes so much, like
I gotcha.
Because it's like whenever I started, like I used to get bullied like crazy, like all in high school, like I would be. You know, I grew up in like a mainly like Hispanic community, but in Texas, it's not really like how it is out here. Like where I grew up, people was a lot more like racially like divided, and so like where I grew up, like I would be like especially rapping and shit. I'd be like the only like white kid out there, so a lot of people used to call me like Slim Shady and shit. So
I would have took that as a compliment.
I did at first, and then like I saw it as like a way of people were just trying to like put me in a box, and I didn't like that shit.
The worst part, bro.
Whenever I started crafting my sound, it was like I fucking hate white rappers. So like I would just
like Jack Harlow?
I was about to ask, bro.
I do like Jack Harlow, but like I can't listen to white rappers for too long because I don't want to sound like them.
I got a question about that, bro. I'll pass it back to you. Okay, so I was gonna ask you, and you let it right into it. So. And it's obvious. I'm not trying to like offense or anything, but like
it's true.
when we have white rappers, right? And I hear this a lot, bro. They're all like, I don't like listening to Beastie Boys. I don't like Eminem because already they put us in a box, and it's hard for us to separate ourselves from being the Eminems, being the Beastie Boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, what do you say to that?
I mean, I think you should just be who you want to be, and then let the music speak for itself. Obviously, like these guys are super talented, so I don't really have any diss towards them. It was just like whenever I was in high school, like people would just bully me like crazy. So I went the complete opposite way. I started listening to like fucking like Bobby Shmurda, like GS9. Like I started listening to like all like the really hood shit, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna just try to do that. But like I'm not a hood dude, so it was like I was trying to pull from that sound, and then it was I don't know. I switched into like a little bit of pop shit. Like I met X's mom And I was a big fan of XXXTentacion for like years.
Yeah.
So like I would try to experiment like the way he did. But I mean, I love Drake, and I think my favorite rapper is probably Kanye.
That's a good artist.
Kanye is like, I know his discography like the back of my hand. I'm not with the anti-Semitic shit, but like,
he's like besides all that, he's like musical genius.
I love Kanye. Kanye's music is incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I mean, I always pay attention to what's hot. I like to see like what's moving in the streets and what I hear like when I go to these clubs. So like I really like Future now, but like back whenever I was younger, I didn't really get it until I started going to these clubs, and then I was like, yo, like this shit's dope. Like,
it's
the way
ambience,
like the way, because I see the music whenever I listen to it. So like
that's deep.
Yeah, so it's like I heard some people describe it like that. Like music for me is like it's all emotion and it's all feeling. So it's like whenever you make the music, it needs to capture like an emotion. So it's like whenever you're making it, it's like, how do I capture this emotion? And then it's like, because your mind will associate the music with like a memory.
You know what they call that in music? Because I'm, you know, what's crazy? I'm actually like classically trained in music. Like my parents taught me how to play clarinet, or not parents, but they put me in clarinet class.
That's sick.
Piano class, and then what's the other one? Accordion. I played accordion. But like what you talked about is called playing to people's ethos, and you're playing to people's emotions, and like you create experiences and everything in people's head through verbal illustrations to get them there and to take them to that place.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because I see like Eminem, right, for example.
Oh, perfect.
I think Eminem used to play into that so well because he was so good at capturing angst, but like I use him as an example because like he stopped doing that, and then now it's like the music's kind of whack now.
Yeah, it is.
Like
it is.
I think it's whack.
I'm with you. No, Eminem's albums don't have no concept. He just be rapping.
Yeah.
Fast as hell.
Like, I was like, what do you say, bro?
Yeah.
There's no context to what you're saying.
I mean, it's cool. It was cool at first, but then now it's like you did it so many times. It's like, all right, bro. Like
the last album of Kamikaze, I was like, nigga.
Well, it wasn't the last album like the Return or the Death to Slim
Oh,
Shady.
yeah.
That one was cool. That one was cool. The Houdini song. I was like, yo, that shit's kind of hard.
But like a song like to this day, bro, I hear it and I'm just like, I get like gut twisted. Like when he raps Mockingbird.
Oh yeah,
bro, I don't even got kids, but I'm like crying. You know what I'm saying?
He's got some great songs. But my favorite artist right now has been like Michael Jackson.
They said Michael Jackson. And no, I mean they're wrong.
Michael Jackson back in the day.
I've really been getting into Michael Jackson because like I mean I always liked Michael Jackson, but like I've really been watching like documentaries about him. And
give me a couple songs you listening to.
Leave Me Alone.
Rock Your Body.
Just leave me alone. Leave me alone.
You know what
crazy off the wall,
bro? Because like he got into Michael Jackson too. One day he just came in, he's like, bro, you listen to this song? I was like, oh, that's crazy. But they just released a statistic saying that a lot of people like listening to the older catalogs and don't even listen. They listen to the older catalogs more than they listen to new music.
He's got that one song with Justin Timberlake. What's it called? It was something he put out after his death, but it was like I can't loving you, like you know that song?
No, I was trying to. Oh,
is it got to be starting something?
No,
that one's good though.
Can't stop loving. I didn't talk about.
Yeah, it's like
no. So I like what Flying J said about the new music and old music. So you being 21 years old. What year you born?
2003.
Okay.
Oh
damn.
man,
So
I know where you're going.
You ain't grow up in the G Unit era. No, I'm playing.
I love that shit though.
No, I got you. So growing up with your generation right now with music, how do you feel like the state of it? Like, because right now music is like microwave. Like you got people like you got Ice Spice and Glorilla. I like Glorilla.
They're Lunchables, bro. They're Lunchables.
Yeah. But how do you feel right now with the music? Like, because I feel like music don't stick.
I think every time there was at least in the past like 4 or 5 years, I think every time there was an artist that was starting to really make an impact and do something different, they passed away. So it's like,
damn, bro.
That's a good answer.
It's not that the music is bad, but it's just like every time there's somebody pushing boundaries, usually they pass away. So like whenever I was like younger, I'm still young, but like whenever I was listening to X and shit.
A little fetus.
Yeah, I mean, I was in like 8th grade, and like the way he was pushing the boundaries with music, it was really good. But then he passed away, and then you had Juice WRLD doing the same thing, and then
crazy.
you had
I
like,
think about that.
and then you had like Mac Miller pass away.
I like Mac Miller.
Yeah, that's
like
one of
Mac
my favorite
Miller.
rappers to this day,
I
bro.
like Mac Miller.
Yeah,
like
and so
Mac
it's
Miller.
like I think like you have like some people who can push things forward, but then like a lot of the superstars have just passed away. So I think right now hip hop is kind of in a weird state where people are trying to put like the industry's trying to push things, but then they're missing like the ethos, like how you said. I like that
they're not playing to people's emotions.
Yeah, like it's like, or they will, but then it's like it's not too much. So it's like there's no like big superstar coming up. I mean, you have Glorilla and shit, but I think somebody who can appeal from
you wouldn't say Kendrick would be that.
I mean,
kind of
Kendrick is great, but Kendrick's been in the game.
Yeah,
like I mean, he's reaching new heights right now. But I mean, I wouldn't say Kendrick is a new artist. I mean, Kendrick.
Hell no.
I was like, Kendrick been popping before I was even like 10. Like, you know.
So funny question that we always ask.
Kendrick's 37, I think.
Yeah. So funny question we always ask. Kendrick or Drake?
Ooh,
that's hard.
That's just a little fuck.
So I really like the new GNX album.
Yeah.
I really love the way he brought that West Coast sound with like the new
artists.
He mixed it too. It wasn't just like all West Coast like
like
it was like he mixed it. There's some takes on there. The problem with Kendrick, I would say, is he gets stale. Like and it's not that he gets stale on a sense of like emotion, like the way he raps, but Kendrick just gets stale in the sense of like his production isn't like a Travis Scott level production or like a Future production, you know. But whenever he had like Squabble Up and shit, that like you could see whenever he has like that shit, it's really good. Like his song Lust on Damn. You know, but like I gotta say Drake, just because Drake, I feel Drake has impacted me a lot more. I've been a lot more inspired by Drake. However, I love both of them. But I'm gonna say Drake. But Kendrick definitely won the beef.
How you felt about that Nokia album?
Who's calling my phone?
I said Nokia.
Yeah. Who's
How you felt
calling
about
that
that new album?
Oh, you said it right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a throwaway album. I would say. I would say it's a throwaway album because I mean he had Raining in Houston. Not even his album either.
Raining in Houston was fire.
Girl, I can't decide. I like the Circle song too.
Oh, but it's not even his own album. It's a collab album. That's a crazy part. You know what I mean?
But you know, PND was just an afterthought on that album. That song, that album was for Drake to like chill things out on the beef and get his fans back, and then because you know Drake had that whole controversy, and then it's like everybody was saying, oh, Drake can't drop another album, and so and he sold, I think, like,
let me throw this out, and then when the next one comes out, he's good.
But you know that next album he puts out, the next solo album is gonna be crazy.
Oh, of course, it gotta be.
Like I think he's probably gonna take the throne back whenever he drops that album, and I think Kendrick is gonna have to go harder. The problem with Kendrick right now is Kendrick just I would say he let out every
thing too soon.
Ammo, right?
Yeah.
Like he did the Super Bowl. He
got one of the Grammys.
Not like us. He swept the Grammys, right? Yeah. What else can Kendrick really
do
to diss Drake? To me, it's almost kind of corny for him to keep dissing Drake because it's like okay, bro, like
give it a rest now.
Like just relax, like make good music, like you know, because good music's gonna speak for itself. And I think Drake is kind of already like after all that shit happened and Kendrick started calling him a pedophile. The Heart Part 6 was ass, you know, it was ass, and then he started pivoting, and then he was like, oh, I'm getting back to music, and so he was still experimenting. He did like the fucking Spanish joints that he did with Chico Pacas. You know, he was doing that shit, and it was like I don't know about Drake, and then he had the Sexy Red feature, I think, but then he dropped that new album, and I think it got received by he got his fan base back together, and then but I think the next album is going to be crazy, and then also if he does the World Cup,
No, I
think he's going to beat out Kendrick. I mean, it's kind of hard. Drake is like Michael Jackson level famous. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He's up there.
Like Drake isn't like I mean he's not he's not Michael Jackson, but he's
up there.
He's like right there. Like,
he's up there. It's
hey man, Prince outlived my Jack.
Yeah. No, I think I think Kendrick has hip hop right now. Like I don't think culture. I don't think Drake has hip hop. Like, I don't think people in hip hop is really fucking with Drake like that, but I still think Drake has music. Like
good music. Yeah.
So it's like Drake is more universally appealing than Kendrick, right? Because what if you don't like rap? You're not gonna want to listen to Kendrick. But Drake has got songs where it's like, baby, like
Hey, man,
I like
pretty
his
decent.
style,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But then
yeah.
he still can go into like the hip hop shit, like the fucking 21 Savage.
He was killing it when he
joints.
was going like that dance hall,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When he started going into like Afro beats and everything.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. For
So
sure.
you talk about Drake the way you were talking about Drake right now, right?
Uh-huh.
And it seemed like you were musically inclined. Like it seemed like you see. I feel like these days, like the new generation, you guys have a lot of references to look at, like someone like Drake.
Mm-hmm.
So you see how you be jumping different songs, like different lanes.
Yeah.
Is that kind of something that you're trying to obtain? Like
Yeah.
I guess like that skill.
Definitely.
So where would you say is your bread and butter? Is it the Latin music? Is it the rap? Is it the singing?
Yeah.
Oh man. You know, I always thought I was like an ill rapper, but recently I've been singing and like that shit's
Like, as of recently, I've been singing a little bit more.
Putting some stuff in the shower.
R&B album coming out.
that's kind of like the next plan after the mixtape. I was gonna do an R&B album, but low-key I might do like a fucking reggaeton shit. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to speak Spanish, so it's like I just like the production. So like the way they do the beats and shit. Like I was fucking around with it, and like I was doing corridos like the fucking beats and shit.
Yeah.
And like I wanted to do one for the longest time, but then I just could never figure out the beat.
That's
but one day
funny.
I was sitting at work and I went into my storeroom whenever I was on my break, and I pulled out my iPhone and I turned on my auto tune on my fucking BandLab.
Yeah, you playing
And
around.
I downloaded a fucking corrido beat and I just started fucking like you say corrido?
Corrido, yeah.
Yeah, I started doing that shit.
You Spanish, man?
Yeah.
I'm not-
I am Mexican.
How you say it? Corrido?
You can say it corrido.
Dude, I'm gonna sound mad white
Corrido.
whenever I say
Yeah,
it.
it's just 2 R's and you roll it.
Yeah.
Or
Corrido.
just say the 2
Corrido.
R's. Yeah, corrido is fine.
Yeah, so I started doing that shit. I downloaded the beat and then I was like, I'm not gonna try to speak in Spanish because I don't speak Spanish. So
I was about to say that'd be if you get it down, that'd be fire.
that
in
would
English.
be sick as
in
fuck.
English, bro.
So I did it in English. So like
I'd be curious to hear that, bro.
I'm gonna put it out like I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks from now. Like
I'll be curious.
I'm
to
gonna
hear
send
that,
it
bro.
to you. I'm
If you
gonna
hit
like,
it right, bro, you
yo,
might be the first one in the trend, dog.
you know,
We'll play it.
Hold up,
We'll
I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm down. Because,
'cause-
bro, you realize if you get this right, you might be the first English like corrido singer.
Is it, the beat's gonna play for a second? But I was fucking around on BandLab with
It
this
sounds
shit,
so
and
good.
I
So
took it to the studio.
What the fuck?
Not that funny.
Hey,
Listen to this shit. This is for the bitches right here.
Take my heart out my chest when I'm with you. Fall apart when I'm gone. I think
it does not sound bad at all, bro. This kind of hit, low key.
Yo,
You know what?
I made this other one.
You sound better than Drake, bro.
This one's crazy.
tossing and turning. I can't sleep when I'm hurting.
Sounds good.
I'm in pain from my mistakes.
Yo, bro, this is fire. You know what it sounds like?
What?
It sounds like when you mix 2 songs together,
Yeah,
like Blink-182 and then like a corrido song.
this shit right. This my shit.
But
right
it
here.
hitting really pretty good, bro.
What?
That sounds
This
good.
is hard, right?
That sounds good. That sounds good.
That's just kind of hitting.
That sounds good. That does sound good. Damn, boy, you might need to drop that.
Yeah,
I was thinking
hey,
about-
you gotta finish that, master that down, bro, and drop that,
I'm gonna
bro.
put that shit out. Like I want to say, like I'm putting the mixtape out. 'Cause,
Oh, that's funny,
man. I worked
bro.
on the mixtape so hard, and then I was fucking around, and like that shit pissed me off, bro. Because I was in the studio, I
Damn.
was fucking around. I made this shit in like 2 days. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do these like little Latin songs, and I was like, yo, why does this shit sound better than all my other fucking music, bro?
Mr. Tempo's finest over here.
Yeah, you're from Texas, bro, but so you might be able to pull something off. But it's crazy though, cause like
You know,
I say this all the time, bro. Corridos are
They're amazing.
Mexican cowboy music,
Yeah.
or country music, Mexican cowboy.
But
music.
that's like where I grew up, bro. Like I grew up like in Hispanic communities, you know, and like
Yeah.
I'm not Hispanic, right? But like
You
bro,
honorary.
all the all the girls I would talk to, there's always like I've never had like a white girlfriend. It's always been Latinas, like fucking like go to Spanish clubs.
Fair warning, bro. Be careful with them.
No, they're man. I already know, bro. That's for the audience.
Fair
back
warning.
home. They ruin your life.
Jay.
Or they make it better. You know, it just depends on the day.
No, I'm pretty much in. I got like a little actually like quick attack game that we could play at the end real quick. That I ask you questions, but it's like 20 questions real quick,
Hold
like
up.
this or that kind of that. But DJP, what if you got
Let me
anything
go
else?
more.
Yeah.
So real quick, because I want to shed some light on your album. So
Hey, let's
you
go.
were just talking about your album. So would you say is the album have a concept to it? Is it like a concept? Is it like a story? Is it just tracks?
It's a mixtape. So it's
I'm about mixtape.
trying to express. different
So
styles and
the
stuff.
concept behind it, right? Deep Side the Dawn. I bought this pinky ring, and I was like, yo, this shit kind of cool. Like I've been when I was deployed, I would watch a lot of gangster movies. So I was watching like fucking The Godfather, Scarface, everything like, and I was
Goodfellas, a good one.
Yeah, I love Goodfellas too, but I did not watch Goodfellas when I was on the phone. I've seen Goodfellas so many times.
You gotta watch that, bro.
I watched it so much that I was like, nah, I don't need Goodfellas. I wanted to watch The Godfather.
You know what you should do, bro? You should just do a Wale, like he did a album with Seinfeld, and do a Godfather. Watch it all, and then base your whole tracks on The Godfather as a theme.
That would be sick.
And just sample the movie.
That's fine.
That would be sick. Yeah, I love those gangster movies. And so like when I was deployed, and I got really into Jay-Z and shit.
Ooh,
so I was listening to Hove, and I was just sitting there, and I'd sit there, and mind you, I was in the Middle East, so like it took me forever to download these movies. So like we would go to Saudi Arabia for like a day, and like we couldn't leave the pier, but we would get service. So I'd download Godfather 1, 2, 3, and it'd take me all day. I'd have to sit out there like in the fucking 110 degree fucking Middle Eastern desert weather. So I'm sitting there downloading the fucking shit, and I was like, yo, like I love the way that they dress. I like the way that they talk, like, because I feel like movies today, like, it's cool, but they make the men like real soft.
Oh yeah,
and so it's like,
yeah, bro. There's a whole thing about that. Yeah,
right now. Everything,
there's no masculinity.
Everything woke.
Yeah, I think it's getting better though. I think it's getting a little better.
I think they're trying to get back to it. Yeah, we'll see.
Slowly.
I mean,
they know they're losing money.
because they losing hella money.
What's up, pal? They know they're losing money, bro. That's why.
Like,
That's
I
why.
don't know. I mean, I like toughness. So it was like that was kind of like my thing, and I was at fucking war, so it was like, yo, like this shit is like way cooler. So I got home, I changed my whole fit. I started wearing the button-up shirts, and I started wearing like everything, and I was like. And I was like, man, like Deep Side the Dawn, like I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, that's kind of a cool name, yeah. And at the time, I was listening to like hella Future. So like, if you don't know about Future put out like 11 mixtapes before he blew up. So and Future is like one of the best selling artists of fucking all time. Trap pioneer, and also one of the best selling hip hop artists of all time,
for sure.
And so like, I was listening to him, I was like, yo, like. And I was watching documentaries about him. I drove from Texas to California. And I was in Arizona, just bumping like Monster, like going for get it over, like 2015 Future in his prime. And I was like, yo, I get this now. And so I was like, I was pulling like the album. I started pulling from different influences. So like, I got this fucking like Kanye West In Paris sample, and I was like mixing it around. I was rapping over it. And then I was like, yo, I'm going to throw on some, like, New York kind of rap. And then I was like, I throw some fucking, like, Future horns on it. And it's like, like the club horns. Because I'd be in the club, so I was like, yo, like, that would be sick if I added, like, a club horn. Like, you ever heard that? You seen that meme where it's like, add, like, a spider sound?
Yeah.
Like, that's me in the studio. I'd, like, add, like, this fucking horn. And I'll be in the studio with other artists. And then I started producing for some other dope artists in the city, Yamamoto Boss, Chicano Slims.
This time.
Go ahead, Flying J.
All right. So I got 20 questions. They're this and that. So I'll just tell you either this or that. You have to select. Don't give too much thought. Just be quick about it, and then you just give me your answer. Right? It's based off basically rap.
That's
and hip-hop.
one word answers, or
so I'll ask the question. It's gonna be, well, would you do this or would you do that? And you gotta pick one. All right.
Sick. All right.
So I'll leave the camera on you and I'll just ask the question.
Let's do it.
Go bar for bar with Kendrick, or try to out hustle Jay-Z?
Out hustle Jay-Z.
Lose your pen or lose your voice?
My pen.
Ooh, okay. Get dissed by Drake or ignored by J. Cole?
Ignored by J. Cole.
Go viral for a trash freestyle or get exposed for a ghostwriter?
Go viral for a trash freestyle.
All right.
That attention is views. Attention is money.
All right. Be rich with no respect or broke with legendary status?
Broke with legendary status because you can use that to make money.
Hey,
Yeah,
okay.
that was good.
Feature on a corny TikTok hit or get left off a classic album.
Feature on a corny TikTok hit. That's a hit. That's money.
All right. Battle Eminem.
It's a hit.
battle Eminem on live TV or go head to head with Pusha T in a diss war.
I'm a battle. Pusha T. Pusha T.
Drop an album with no promo or overhype a mid project.
Drop an album with no promo or overhype a mid project.
Like a mid tier project.
Overhype a mid tier project.
All right. Get booed at Rolling Loud or get caught up lip singing at SNL.
Woo-wee.
Oh, fuck.
That's
That's
a
a
good
hard
question.
One. SNL.
Oh, okay. steal a flow or bite a whole persona.
Still a flow.
Have Kanye executive produce your album or let 21 Savage write your whole project.
Kanye.
Only rap about heartbreak forever or only rap about money forever.
Fuck.
Damn, it's a good question.
Heartbreak. I got more experience with that.
Have one classic album and disappear or drop 10 forgettable projects and stay around.
Sheesh.
That's Drake. You just asked me Drake versus Kendrick. 10 forgettable albums.
All right, I got the next question next. It's still got more.
I'm gonna change that answer. I'm gonna say one classic album.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, we still got. We're on 14. All right, ready? Get exposed by academics or roasted by Charlemagne the God.
Academics. Academics has no credibility.
Yeah.
What the fuck is academics gonna do to me?
That's true. That's true.
Your chain gets snatched in public or your hard drive gets leaked.
Hard drive gets leaked, and I say that because you got to keep your respect and your integrity. And I'm not really a street dude, but I like to think the people in the streets respect me, and I respect them. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my chain stolen.
Yeah.
Because then that's saying you're a bitch, and then you got to go get that back. And then it's like, but then what was it? The other half of it is like my hard drive leaked. That's good for the fans. Then and then it makes me make more music, and I got to top it.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can still put that music out and still make money off of it. You
That's
do
it.
like a care package type project.
Very, very Drake of you.
Very Drake answer.
All right, make a hit with a rapper you hate or miss a collab with your favorite artist.
Damn.
Oh fuck! Hit with the rapper I hate. It's a hit's a hit.
Okay, perform at a sold out arena with no mic or at an empty club with perfect sound.
Sold out arena with no mic. Because that's what Kanye does.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it still looks cool.
I got you. Your mom hears your most toxic verse or your girl hears your most vulnerable one?
That's good.
Girl
Johnny.
hears my most vulnerable verse, and I say that because she will love me more.
Okay.
I don't have a girl, but when I do.
When you do. All right, have the best bars with the worst beat or the best beat with the weakest bars?
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm going to say best beat, worst bars, because Playboy Cardi.
All right, and last one. Retire today as a legend or keep rapping but never top your biggest hit?
Damn.
Oh, fuck. Well, my biggest hit's only got like 100,000, so we're going to say retire as a legend.
Nah, bro, that was dope, dog. Nah, bro, but like I said, I got probably one more there, and we can take it out of here. So, again, appreciate you coming. We know the album, I said, we know the mixtape coming out this week, you said.
Yeah.
Give us 2 or 3 tracks that people should look for to play that you copy. Because he has a song called Kevin Gates, bro. It's hard, bro. I don't know if it's on that mixtape. It's on that mixtape?
It's on
Deluxe. Okay,
the Deluxe.
So give people three tracks that you like.
Real
you
quick,
should play this.
With Kevin Gates, I love Kevin Gates. The way that record came about. So I made it before I went on deployment, right? And then I went on Pressers, which is like a big show in LA. It's like just a freestyle show, and that is the first record that Pressers ever like released as a record label, right? So like whenever I put it out, it was like, I was like, yo, I need help with playlisting. So, mind you, I wasn't even going to put that record out. I was just going to give it to Pressers for freestyle. Yeah. But it was going so crazy. I was like, fuck, dude, I need to make money off of this. So I hit up Pressers. I was like, yo, I'll give you a percentage of the record if you just
help me with some playlisting, and they fucking did it.
Damn.
So I just wanted to give a big shout out to Presser since you brought up Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
And the business skills, like I worked out that whole deal. I got them right, and then they helped me out. So and now that record is fucking moving. Bro.
Yeah,
that's like my fastest moving record since I want to say 2022.
That song is hard, bro.
Hey,
that song is hard, dog. Like I said,
shit, y'all want to use it? I could put it in here.
Oh, listen, we're gonna add that before.
Just some copy strikers.
Yeah, nah. We're not thinking like that.
We gotta call him. Is it cool, bro? Is it cool?
Hey, bro, I uploaded the song, bro. You copyright me, bro.
Nah, any music y'all want to use with me, I could just use that shit.
Hey, I don't even
just tell me so I can put it on my
But
story.
like to answer DJP's question, the 3 songs that on the song. So yeah, that you would recommend to us, or like you.
So
you put
I want to say, and the project isn't out yet. So the vision for the song was 7 songs, and I was doing that to keep it short so people will listen to the full thing.
I hear you.
So deeper cuts. I have two deep cuts on there. Find God and then Can't See Me. I like Find God more, but it's more like headphone music. It's not it's not really like club music. I like the meaning of Find God. I love this record on there. It's an R&B record called Find a Way, and it's like, I hope we find a way. We just can't find a way, and like that shit. And it's for like girls. You play it with your girl. It's like. I was thinking like you get the boombox out her window.
I got you. Out her window and shit.
So like when I write love songs, it's like then you need to have like a touch of like sadness in them, and they need to have a little bit of toxicity in them. So it's like whenever you write them, it's like I gotta like make it so it's kind of like doomed a little bit, like because you don't want to be like I love you, and that's a statement. Like it's like you got to tell the story, and like especially with songs for women, they gotta have that feeling. It's like
some sort of desperation.
Yeah, like it's like
you want to have a
passion.
song too?
Yeah,
no, I know what he meant. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, I like it. I
was like, I know what he's going for.
Yeah, so it's like because it's like you got to think about like love. Like a lot of love is just like tragic almost. Like it's like,
never clean.
It never works out, and then eventually it does work out for some people. But so my best romances have always been like the doomed ones. So like
they're never pretty, bro.
When I like them, it's like when I'm with her, I imagine you. Like it's like like that's the first line, and it's like I like it because it's like yeah, I'm with another girl, but like I'm thinking of you. It's like this is a song you play for your ex, and then you get the boombox. I hope we find a way. We just can't find a way. And I was like, fires. I love that song. I really liked In Paris, where I sampled In Paris by. Can't say the first part, but In Paris by Kanye. See, thank you. Yeah, I sampled that song. I really like it. I like that. I love that song. I love that album. Watch the Throne. I got Yamamoto on there. Shorty Wanna Ride. It's like a West Coast joint with my homie Chicano Slim on there, and he fucking killed it. I think. I also got a song with artist named RXK Nephew on that project, and it's like some SoundCloud shit, but low-key bro has like 10 million streams.
God
damn, dog.
So it was really dope to kind of get that feature together. I had worked with him in the past, like a couple years back before he wasn't as big, but like I just hit him back up and we got another record together. I put one of my artists on there, so
I got you.
I'm pretty hyped for that. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good project, and then I'm gonna put out the Latin shit. I'm gonna put it out for you.
I'm down, bro. Hey, I'm in for it, bro. But again, bro, we appreciate you coming, bro. If you guys want to check out his mixtape when they do drop, by the time this drops, it should be already out. 3 days. Yeah, so
3 days.
Definitely check that out. Last thing that we just need for you, where we can find you on Instagram or your socials, if you can just drop it in the bottom right there and just let people know.
Yeah, so my Instagram is at deepside999, DEEPSIDE 999, deepside999. And my music can be found at Deepside with $sign on all streaming platforms. So Deepside999 on Instagram and Deepside on streaming platforms with $sign.
We'll play it in the outro song right here, bro. But again, thank you for coming. We appreciate you. You're our first rapper on the podcast, so that means a lot to us, at least, So definitely check them out here.
Podcast too, bro. It's
appreciate you, bro. We appreciate
It's gonna be the biggest podcast in San Diego.
That's the goal, bro.
So
I appreciate you.
I'm gonna get you guys some. I'm gonna get you guys some people on here.
I'm
gonna get you if y'all want.
I'll tell you Yamamoto.
I'll tell you
Yamamoto will really boost your shit, but I could get you some other people that also also are
bro.
pretty dope.
Bring them on, bro. We still getting up, and then right now it's just like help us situation, bro.
Yeah.
So again, we appreciate you coming, but DJP, take us out.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, we appreciate the homie Deepside coming by.
Hell yeah.
You guys know, follow us on all of our handles, our YouTube, our Instagram, Spotify. We haven't been on Spotify like that.
I gotta get up on Spotify. Yeah.
Spotify. And
everything.
Hey, man, like I said, give us a comment, like, share, subscribe. And if you guys is not, and if you're watching this, and you're not subscribed, that's effed up. But we'll see you guys later.
Subscribe.
Peace.
Bitch.